Y'all, what it do? It's your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser, man. We bring you some news today, man. So you already know what to do, my G. Turn on that bell notification, the subscribe button. All right. Welcome to the show.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, your ass better call somebody! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smoothie Man Entertainment presents Welcome to the Show! I'm your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at your boy. And welcome to the show.
All right, y'all. We back at it again. You already know what it is. I'm your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla at your boy. So we got a couple articles that caught my eye today. And the one that caught my eye is the Phoenix Suns making Kevin Young highest paid assistant coach. I don't think what that is, you know what I'm saying? These coaches ain't got no power, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can easily fire them. Do the players really listen to y'all? Do the players really buy into what they got going on and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Because Monty Williams had problems. And this is going to collab with the article I also saw with, where is it at? Should Aiden be traded? I saw it earlier on here. Should Aiden be traded? Right? My only thing with that is I would say, yeah, he should have been traded. He should have been traded last year, not this year, because Monty Williams is not there. They had their class, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So that's just my only thing with that. Let's get more into the article. Phoenix Suns assistant coach Kevin Young is staying with the franchise on a new deal worth more than $2 million annually that will make him the NBA's highest paid assistant coach, sources told ESPN on Saturday. The Suns were determined to keep Young on new coach Frank Vogel's staff and made a significant commitment to keep him from the following former coach Monty Williams, to the Detroit Pistons, sources said. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how much Frank Vogel's getting paid, but $2 million, bro, annually, you know, that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, bro, like these coaches really ain't got no power. These players dictate what they want. They can force coaches out. Like a lot of sources, a lot of articles I read and media that I watch say this stuff. I want to know what y'all think about it. About him getting paid that much. And that's a significant amount. And me as a coach coming in, I felt like I would want my staff. You know what I'm saying? I want my guys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Frank Vogel was already in a situation where I feel like he had no say so. You feel what I'm saying? You got LeBron who dictates what he wants. And people could say he don't, but it looks like it. You know what I'm saying? And I always say this is fans' perspective. I ain't got no inside sources and none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is fans' perspective. But what it looks like. You sitting up there with Rob Pelinka in the press box, and you sipping on wine and stuff like that. I know y'all remember that a couple years ago. Frank Vogel has finalized a 5-year deal to be the franchise's new head coach. Young has spent 8 years coaching in the G League, including head coach jobs with the Utah Flash, Iowa Energy, and Delaware 86ers, and gained momentum as a head coach candidate in opening years, including with the Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors, Houston Rockets, and the Suns. done previous interview for the head coaching job with the Sixers, Utah Jazz, and Washington Wizards in recent seasons. The question is why he ain't. But you know what I'm saying. Like I said, it's just a quick little, get up, what I'm saying, on the news and stuff like that. I want to know what y'all think about that. Man, like I said, the other article I had read earlier today, man, it was talking about the Phoenix Suns and them part. Should they get rid of? Let me take that back. Should they get rid of DeAndre Ayton? Frankie V as the coach. You know what I'm saying? See if we get a little bit more on that. Phoenix Suns plan to hire Frankie V as the head coach, and social media has some very different reactions to the news. Some people raved about the hire to replace Monty Williams in Phoenix, while others were not fans of the move. I to me, I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't understand why. Probably because what I just said earlier, Frankie V wasn't the voice. He was and it's let's go back to it too, as Frankie V being the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers his last year. He delivered them a championship, and I'm not saying he did it by himself because he's the coach. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, but he put implements together, plans together. You know what I'm saying? You had LeBron, you got AD, and the problem with it is, with some of these coaches, is the fact that you got GMs, people that's a president of operations, people that can, fire and get rid of players and trade players and stuff like that. Frankie V is a defensive-minded coach. First and foremost, let's just be real with that. You trade away all them young talents. You trade away the players that are two-way players. Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma was emerging as a great defender. You know what I'm saying? And look what he's doing this year. Look what he did earlier this year, putting up buckets. But then you get people that are older, that can't move, don't have the energy to play on both sides of the floor. You got a brittle Anthony Glass Davis, you know what I'm saying? And since LeBron has been in the Lakers, he's been hurt every single year. Like let that sink in. The only year he really didn't get hurt was that bubble year. But then you get Russell Westbrook. We got to have a fall guy. You couldn't get rid of Russell because he was on a 2-year contract. And nobody wanted to make that type of trade at that particular time. So who we going to get rid of? Ain't getting rid of AD. You ain't getting rid of LeBron. You gave rid of all the other players, so now you just got to acquire new players throughout the whole season. So the person that you got to get rid of is the coach, because the coach is always going to be the fall guy. So let's not act like Frankie V ain't a bad coach. Frankie V ain't a good coach. He got a championship. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my homeboy always said this: you got to put players, and I believe also coaches, in the right situation. If I'm a defensive-minded coach and I ain't got no defensive players and I'm implementing defense, what can I do? Even with Darvin Ham becoming the new head coach, they had to trade away a lot of them assets to turn that season around. And luckily, the Western Conference was trash this year. I don't care what no one said. Denver, yet they were like the only team, besides probably Memphis, that stayed consistent for the Western Conference. Everybody else was up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So they made the right moves during the trade deadline and emerged into a play-in tournament team, merged out of the merged out of the play-in tournament and into the playoffs, getting into the Western Conference Finals. Now, I'm not saying Frankie V could have turned the season around and stuff like that as a coach, but who knows? You don't know. But you give people trash, this is what happens. It just is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm keeping it short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chase. Holla at your boy. You already know what to do, my G. Hit that subscribe button. Turn that bell notification. You know what I'm saying? And then, if you don't agree with me, you know what I'm saying, put it in the comments. Let me see what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? All right, peace. All right, I had to snap right back into it because I saw the article. Pretty sure the Suns trade Andre Aiden and Chris Paul likely to return. Fire Monty Williams and reportedly hire Frankie V as the head coach is unlikely to alter the Phoenix Suns' plan for DeAndre Aiden, according to ESPN. Tim reported Saturday on the Hoop Collective podcast. It's pretty sure Aiden will be traded this summer. Guarding another Suns star, he's headed Chris Paul is more likely to remain in Phoenix. Aiden 4-year Aiden 4-year 133 million offer sheets from the Indiana Pacers. Their reunion immediately looks like one of convention. The Ford office didn't want to lose him for nothing, so bringing him back as well, an easy call. Shortly after the Suns lost to the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals, Tim then traded Aiden flopped him see Phoenix Suns, but a young 24 years old center who's averaging 16 points, 10 rebounds for his career should, with these numbers, 16 points, 10 rebounds, doesn't sound bad. But the problem is with a lot of these players, they're not worth it once they get into the playoffs because they become non-existent. You feel what I'm saying? Non-existent. Then you got Chris Paul, 38 years old, 30.8 mil salary from 23 to 24, carries a non-guaranteed 30 mil hits for the 24-25, even on what effectively an expired contract. He may not be a positive trade asset. I mean, he's getting up there every single time he gets hurt. To be honest with you, I don't know if Chris Paul is planning on retiring or not, but the way he keeps getting hurt in crucial moments when the team needs him, and when you're talking about continuity and chemistry and all that stuff, it could be different because, KD and Book and Chris Paul didn't really get to play like that, and people love to throw out, oh, they didn't have chemistry, they didn't have chemistry. So, a full season, whatnot, but 38 years old, man, and you keep getting hurt and keep getting hurt. It's a lot to be said. It's a lot to be said. You dang sure ain't getting enough for that. I don't think so. That's just my opinion. If y'all think he gonna get something for that Phoenix Suns, if they happen to trade him, because at least it's only 30 mil, but with that new player agreement deal where they people's salary cap is hitting different. People gonna have to take discounts. If they want to keep the roster together and think that they really have a chance to make it into the playoffs and making it into the finals. A lot of sacrificing. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, Paper Chaser. Holla at your boy. You already know what to do, my G. So on that bell notification, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for coming to the show.